shall we? Hi. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just finished with a client for this evening. Psych-K. Yeah. It's really, really fascinating, really interesting stuff. And I thought I might jump on and share some thoughts and some bits and pieces about it because it can be very confusing sometimes. Hey Chris, how you doing? So Psych-K is absolutely an amazing tool that everybody should be getting onto today. Okay, not tomorrow, not the day after, not when we get over this or this is taken care of. We should get onto it right now. Everybody can utilize this because we live in a world right now that just dumps stress by the bucket loads on everybody. Now, first of all, let me define stress, because if we ask 9 out of 10 people, well, if we ask 10 people, 9 out of those 10 people will turn around and go, oh, I'm not stressed. I'm not stressed. I'm just drinking beer, because I'm not stressed, or I'm just watching TV because I'm not stressed, or I'm just, yelling at people because I'm not stressed, or anything like this. No, I'm totally cool. I got it all under control. All good. No, stress is a very wide-ranging term, and it can imply all sorts of things, and all of those sorts of things generally venture down what we call the other side of the scale, where we generally don't want to be. Stress is not all the way down here where it's going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and pulling hair out. Okay, yes it is, but it's not just that. Stress is also, oh, I've got to get the kids to school on time. Or, oh man, I hope my hair is okay. Maybe I shouldn't go out later, Or, oh, I've got a job interview coming up, or whatever, okay? Think about just something that most people have been through by now, because we're mostly collectively over the age of 18. Think about exams or tests, right? Think about the amount of anxiety that we get into over these things, okay? Think about when you want to express yourself to somebody, when you want to bring out your emotions and your feelings for somebody, to say to somebody, I'm interested in you and I would like to pursue a more interesting and diverse relationship with different potentials, right? All of these things have massive amounts of stress attached to them, but we brush them off. So what is stress, and what are we talking about? We're not just talking about feelings and emotions, because feelings and emotions are fantastic, but not many people realize that they have biological ramifications that we don't really pay attention to. And this is where everybody can benefit from this. Okay, so whenever we feel emotions, generally speaking, psychology and the powers that be suggest that we don't necessarily generate our emotions, like they don't necessarily come from a particular organ or from a particular part of our brain. They're just something that happens to us, like an energy that moves through us. Some people might disagree with me, but I'll break them down even further in their explanation for it. I'll find the holes that they're missing in their standard explanation. Generally speaking, I want to focus on what's commonly agreed, which is the endocrine system. Okay? Now, our hormones are what we usually refer to as our emotions. And these are generated from our endocrine system, our glands. Okay, so all of them, our adrenals, our thyroid, our pituitary, our gonads, or our wombs or ovaries, all of these different bits and pieces generate what we call, just said it, generate what we call hormones, right? So hormones are chemicals that do things in the body. They're very important because they create cascades of effects and large amounts of biological flow-ons. They're not just little amounts of biological things that go, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No, these are the things that cause massive teams to move, processes to fire off, things to start happening. More things, right? So when in the morning, when we're running around stressed for the day, we're trying to get everything sorted, and we think, oh, I deal with this every day of my life. It's something that I'm used to. Great. That's cool. Good stuff. We love you for it. We love everybody for everything that they do. I'm not saying that any of it is bad. But what I'm saying is, if you don't take care of that biological discharge, the hormones that are generated, if you don't take care of it, not if you just leave it to time, then what will happen is that what happens is that these chemicals find places to sit, have to go somewhere, have to get disposed of, right? So then they find these holes or these voids in our biology, and they're usually very symbolic and very well known in our society. Everybody has one or two of them that they talk about all the time. I get migraines all the time. Oh, my elbow, she flares up all the time, Oh, my lower back, I just woke up today and it's like, it's just not working for me. These things are a complicated mix of different things. Okay, yes, it takes care of, say, if you've got a slip disc and that's causing you back pain, cool. But why is it different today than it was yesterday? Well, that's right, because you've had a whole bunch of chemicals find this place and go and sit there. Because you haven't taken them and gone back out into the wind with them, got rid of them. Right? Time doesn't necessarily heal all wounds, right? Time and process heals all wounds. Okay, so just allowing time to take care of your stress is not enough. Okay, and I'm going to throw another stick in the mix, and I'm also going to say, TV is not your friend. Okay, just putting it out there, because all of these things have a particular frequency and a flicker rate in the screens, and you can have a look at the actual patents, the inventors' papers on these things to see what I'm talking about here. These frequencies react at a biological rate, which is akin to causing excitation in the cells of your epidermal layers, your skin. Okay? Look at me, I'm using big words. Epidermal layers, your skin, right? And that's the same as Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, which is why it's not a good idea to sleep directly next to your phone. And if you do sleep next to your phone, make sure you turn the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth off, because you'll sleep a lot easier. The reason why you'll sleep a lot easier is because your cells are not stressed. They're not going like this all night. They're going, okay, whatever. And off you go, okay? So Psych-K at its most basic core level can help you in all of your health, whether that's a heart problem, whether that's a degenerative disorder, whether that's a psychological or a mental health condition, whether that's a hereditary aspect, whether that's an actual blunt trauma incident, right? The experience of pain, that pulsing experience of pain, like if you get hit by something, say you walk into a door or you stub your toe, these things are energies moving about your body, chemicals going from one place to another. Energies moving about the body can sound like a little bit of a woo-woo thing, but let's just keep it simple. The electricity flow around the body, because every part of your body is both biology and it's triggered by or utilizes electricity in order to do it. Your heart beats because of electrical, and then also it pumps an electrical current at the same time. Right? The movement of the cells through the body create currents and things like this, and other things like this. So when I say energy, let's just keep it really biological for the moment. Help those who are still coming to terms with all this stuff, because this is amazing! Everybody needs it, okay? Everybody. And the reason why I say everybody is because if you live on planet Earth right now, you live in a place where every every TV set in the environment is going, the world sucks, everything is bad, you're fat, you're overweight, you suck, everything is bad, oh, we're all gonna die. Whether you're paying attention to this or not, your subconscious is. It's absolutely recording everything that's going on around you. So even if the TV is in another room, you can still record the messages that are coming through it. Even if the TV is in another house next to your house, you can, and imagine if you're living in an apartment complex. Right? All of these things impact us, and they impact us in ways that then get disseminated down into tiny biological bits and pieces. And if we don't take care of those, they gather, they collect, and they gather really fast sometimes. And they need to be released. Whether that's through biological discharge, say a medical problem. I'm not going to use any big fancy C words or anything out there because I don't want to suggest that, oh, you know, I could get in trouble for all sorts of things. We don't cure anything, right? But what we do is we give you the energy and the environment for you to facilitate something inside of you that you literally would not think is possible. You know, the best part about it is that we have all the proof for it. Absolutely all the proof for it. We've got brain scans, neural scans, we've got biological examples, we've got samples, we've got cellular biologists, we've got all sorts of things talking about this stuff right now. Right, so this is no woo-woo drama sort of type of stuff. It might seem like it to some, but that's because they're yet to understand that this is really simple. Right? Stress causes problems if not handled appropriately. So on the most basic level, Psych-K is very helpful for that. On the more advanced levels, it's absolutely impressive because you can do wonderful things with it. We'll say that. You can help people with communication, you can fortify and strengthen relationships, you can deal with time and fear, you can take care of beliefs that have been installed from whatever point in time, you can organize and transport PTSD to other realms of existence, you can do all sorts of wonderful things with this sort of stuff, right? And we know that it absolutely works. A, because like I said, we've got the tests and we've got the science to show it. But B, we've got absolutely buttloads of people who are doing it on a daily basis and who actually get out there and support it in that because the transformation is so real. Okay, I had somebody just recently come to me just out of curiosity for a bit of fun. And I said, that's okay, let's give it a shot, we'll see what happens. 8 years seeing a psychologist, and after one session they turn around and they said to me, I feel like I've wasted those 8 years. 8 years of seeing not one, multiple psychologists, because you know, some are good, some are bad, some move, things change, you know. And after one session, he turns around to me and says, that was absolutely amazing. I feel like I've wasted the last 8 years of my life running around in circles after these people. This is something that everybody can use to cause massive catalyst of change for the better in their life, right? But it's not something that comes for free because I've got bills to pay and everything else. But if you're serious about your life, if you are serious about change, then you have to get in on this. You have to see what's going on with this because all the words are fantastic, all the talks are fantastic. Anybody can do up a customer testimonial and put a pretty photo to it, right? But it's your experience that will change your reality. And that's why I'm so excited and passionate about this. Okay? So that'll do for now. In the meantime, if you want more information, I'll put a link to my website and the subject of the post. I'll edit the post and put my link in there. I probably should have done that to start with. But if you go down to the bottom of the page, there's an email me button. Or usually if you go to any of these types of pages, if you try to click out of them, a pop-up will come up and say, hey, if you want more information, just pop in your email here. And I'll send you an email. It'll have more information, videos, links, and references that you can check out for yourself to know that you don't need to listen to me. You can go listen to the science because the science is settled on these things, remember? It's a very powerful term being used nowadays. I hate to pilot on that, but for comical purposes, there we go. Have fun, be kind to each other, And always, always be kind to yourself at the same time. Because you do. You absolutely deserve it. Every moment. Right? Until we talk again. Have fun.